Hi guys, Matt Lemke here with True Gamer Goggles, and we're with Laura Hoffman again, because she wears two hats.
Yeah.
Or maybe,
many hats.
Maybe more.
Yeah.
We're just going to get a hat with different bills all the way around it so she can rotate them.
Totally, I'd love that. I have a different hat for every day.
I think that'd be funny. It'd be weird looking. It'd be like a baseball cowboy hat.
Yeah, it would be awesome.
I should make that.
Yeah.
I'm not a sewer, but seamstress. That's the right word. I'm not a seamstress. But it'd be cool. But anyway, we're back and we're going to talk about Polaris.
Yeah.
Or Polaris, depending on who you are. And this is kind of a science fiction-y, well, it's a water world.
Yeah.
It's a water world. And they're friends with Paizo, so it's designed for Pathfinder-esque type of games. You could probably convert it easy enough to any system.
So it is a totally different game from Pathfinder. So Paizo are distributors. This is why we're on their booth. And
See, I'm dumb.
Polaris is a French RPG that we brought to the US, which has a totally different rule set from Pathfinder.
Here I thought it was D20-esque. So okay.
It does use a D20, but it's a D20 inverse, so you roll under your target number.
I can't play your game.
You still get to roll D20s, so you won't be lost.
I'm gonna lose bad.
Because you're a lucky D20 roller.
Yeah, so have you played Dark Age?
Me, no.
They have the concept of roll low.
Yeah.
Like ones are really good.
Okay. And you always win.
I busted open the starter on camera and I grabbed, I think there's like 8 dice, and I grabbed 8 of them, and 80% of them were over 16.
Wow.
And I just grabbed it and boom. So, yeah, I'm probably not going to do so well with Polaris. I'm going to drown.
Well, you're gonna have to try to find another way to survive. So Polaris is, as I said, a French RPG. As you said, it's a post-apocalyptic sci-fi world where humankind fled the Earth and found a shelter underwater. So you have that underwater aquatic setting. It's pretty neat.
Well, water purifies.
Yeah.
So it's D20 based science fiction. So what kind of classes are in the game?
So you have lots of choices in there. You choose so you have some different races. You could, for example, be a hybrid. But most of them are humans, and then you choose your profession. So you could be anything from like a technician, but you could also be an assassin, or a special agent, or a soldier, of course, a pilot. So there are lots.
So is there a lot of politics in the game then?
There's a lot of politics involved in the game. So when humanity fled underwater, they built these different civilizations and different nations, and so a lot of power and politics was installed, and you have some big and huge nations that have a lot of technology available, and then you have other ones who are more in touch with like the coral reefs and the dolphins and the fish, and that makes up for a lot of intrigue, a lot of very interesting things going on around them.
So there's very little going on the land.
There's a lot going on the land, actually. So it's,
really?
Yeah. Because humankind had to flee because of climatic catastrophes. So there's some acid rains and mutants and horrors out there. But there still are expeditions going up there and checking out what is going on there. Not all is unveiled in these first books, but more is to come.
Okay, so what's the next plans for it then?
The next plans are currently we're working on the creatures book, which will be like a bestiary with 200, I think, about 200 pages of monsters, underwater creatures, mutants, and lots of funny stuff with that. We're working on additional adventures as well, and then we will release the settings for the different nations, starting off with, I guess, Hegemony and the Red League, which will be the first.
Cool. So are there like beast riders in the game, like some guys that ride sharks? And
there are a lot of cool things in there. Dolphins, for example, they have implemented them with devices so you can communicate with them. So they're used for many tactical strategies.
They're the new canine units, at least in my game. Dolphins can be pretty mean. I mean, they're killer whales.
They are.
Yeah, so I bet you didn't know that. Killer whales aren't whales. He's like, what? We've been wrong all these years. How'd you know, right?
What are they, of course?
They're dolphins. Killer whales are dolphins. I heard that like 4 days ago, and I'm like, no way.
Yeah, they are.
I had to look it up.
I had
They're
no
no
idea
whales.
dolphins could be so evil.
Yeah, well,
That's why they got those
it
snouts.
can be very evil. Yeah, there are lots of dangers going on in Polaris, so it's a dangerous place to be, and it's very.
So how dangerous are the sea creatures?
There are some of them that are not very dangerous, but there are other ones. Maybe I can show you a picture here in the bestiary section of World Book 2, where some of them are like huge.
Well, that map's awesome.
And yeah, you don't want to meet with them without protection. So here you see two of them, for example, which would be the moray eel, and I don't know if you can see that here. And here's a shark, and right beside here you have a tiny little submarine, and that's the size of the shark.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, I thought that was a guy with a headlight on his
Nah,
head.
it's not a guy with a headlight. It's a freaking submarine. So there are lots and lots of very dangerous creatures down there, but there are some cute ones as well.
Cute ones. I like it. So, what's your favorite character or class?
My favorite character class. So I really like to try out different things, but I think I really like. I'll show you my favorite one, and the art is all gorgeous. in that
The
one as
art
well.
is gorgeous in this book. I can't wait.
So one of it is the diplomat, which is here, the diplomat, because she's just pretty badass. She's just really. You don't want to mess with her. You know that she knows what she's talking about, and she has all the fire. And I also really like the Marine Commander.
Yeah, it takes practice.
Yeah. I'm not used to it. I don't do this very often. So yeah, there are lots of cool people you can play there.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Max.
It's been another great interview.
Yes, thank you very much.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Gen Con 50 signing off.
Good.